There's a very beautiful history of how Jagannath comes up with this strategy of Mahaprasad. One time, this is given in the Chaitanya Mangal by Lochan Das Thakur, that one time Narada Muni, who's such a famous celestial singer and dancer when in ecstasy, he was traveling around the 14 planetary systems, and he would serve Lakshmi Devi every day. He would go and bow down and loudly chant prayers and try to pacify her all the time. Whenever she's angry, whenever she's pleased, pray, and just try to serve menially. So Lakshmi Devi one day asked Narad Muni, what's this all about? I mean, what's the aim? So Narad Muni said, well, I have only one wish. I want the remnants from the plate of Narayan, Lord Vishnu. And the day before that, Lord Narayan had told Lakshmi Devi, never ever give my remnants to anybody. And the next day Narad Muni comes and says, oh, this is all that I wish for. Lakshmi Devi said, okay, is there something next on the list? What's second? So Narada said, no, there's no second. There's only one and only one. That's, I want the remnants of Lord Vishnu. Lakshmi said, that's not possible because yesterday I promised the Lord that I wouldn't give the remnants from his plate to anybody. I agreed to him and now I can't go back on my words. Narada said, please, this is all that I beg for. So now Lakshmi Devi was in a dilemma, in a fix, what to do. So that day when she was massaging the lotus feet of Narayan, her face was like really red. Because she was not in a mood, so I have to just do my service. So Lord Narayan asked her, what's it all about? In fact, he didn't ask at that point. After that, he started taking prasadam and she was still like that, in a bad mood. So he said, wait a minute, I'm not enjoying this. What's the thing? Why are you so, are you angry? Are you sad? Are you upset? What's the mood about? So Lakshmi Devi said, well, I promised you day before yesterday, and I was fine with it. And yesterday, Narada Muni comes and he's begging for this, so I don't know what to do. So Lord Vishnu said, okay, do something. Today, while having prasadam, if I happen to look somewhere to the right or to the left, you take the plate away. So you give the remnants to Narada, but in a way that I don't see. So you're satisfying both. So Lakshmi Devi said, okay. So through her strategy, somehow, through the help of Garuda calls the Lord and the Lord looks to the side and Lakshmi Devi takes the plate. So now she takes the plate and gives the plate to Narada Muni. Narada Muni takes the plate and he finishes the plate, and by the time he's done, he's dancing in ecstasy and the hair is standing on end and he's crying and he's jumping and dancing so much so that he just leaves the 14 planetary systems and goes to Kailash. And he's dancing. And Lord Shiva asked him, why are you dancing? And Narad Muni is in ecstasy. He doesn't know what, he's literally drunk in intoxication. So he doesn't know what he's doing, why he's doing, where he's doing, to whom he's doing, because that's the Lord of destruction, mind you. So he says, oh, I just had a plate full of prasad. And you know how it feels when you're last in the line and everybody gets a plate, and then when you go on, and they say, oh, the prasadam is done. So Lord Shiva said, a plate of prasad? We are friends. I just hope you kept something for me. And Narada's like, oops, oh, I didn't think about you. And Lord Shiva starts literally getting angry. He said, how is it? We always chant bhajans together. You have prasad. We sing together, we dance together, and then prasadam you take and you don't partake with me. What's this? Search in your hands if there's any prasad. Narada Muni said, I washed my hands actually. There's no prasad. Lord Shiva said, okay, see your fingertips. He saw there's nothing. He said, oh, see inside your nails. And Narada checks everywhere, and on one corner of one of the nail of one of the fingers, there's one small piece of rice. He tells Lord Shiva, oh, that's all I have. Lord Shiva says, that's all I need. He takes that piece, he tastes it, and immediately he's able to remember the Lord, and he's dancing and he's singing. And you know what happens when Lord Shiva dances. That's the time of annihilation, total destruction. And Lord Shiva doesn't realize. He starts dancing and there's high tides and waves, and the elephants are crying and the lion is crying and all of that description. And all the demigods come and said, what's happening? This is not the time for destruction. Look at the calendar. It's just 2016. I mean, that's not the end of the world. Why are you dancing? That's why are you dancing? So Lord Shiva said, oh. As he started explaining, Mother Parvati came. And he doesn't know. So he closes his eyes and he says, oh, Narada had the good fortune of tasting the prasad of Lord Vishnu. And I was so happy, so fortunate that I got one morsel, one small piece, grain of rice, and I'm so happy. And Parvati heard this. She said, I hope you kept something for me. And Lord Shiva said, but there was only one grain. And Parvati said, doesn't matter. One grain can be broken into 250%, 2 halves. Lord Shiva said, oh, I didn't think about it. And Mother Parvati became... By then, Lord Shiva thought, he said, oh, actually, to have the prasadam of the Lord, you should be really fortunate. I don't think that time of fortune has come in your life. And now this just blew her up. She said, what do you think? You're fortunate and I'm not fortunate? I partake in all the yajnas that you do. I partake in all the meditation that you do. And why am I not qualified? Lord Parvati starts getting angry and she starts meditating. And the heat of the meditation reaches Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu came. He said, what's the matter? Parvati said, you gave the remnants to Narada. Narada gave the remnants to Lord Shiva. And he wouldn't give it to me. He's the only odd man in this chain. And I'm really angry. I want prasadam. Vishnu, looking at Mother Parvati, he said, I'll give you the whole plate, but just calm down. He got a morsel. I'll give you the whole plate. Parvati said, no, it's not done. Not just for me. I want prasadam for all my children. And according to the scriptures, all the living entity in this material world are children of Parvati. Vishnu said, all right, tathastu. He thought it's just Kartikeya and Ganesh. So he thought instead of 1 plate, I have to give her 2 plates. She said, no. I manifest as Durga. I'm the fortress of this material world. So therefore, all these conditioned souls are my children. So you should give enough prasadam for everybody in this world. And Lord Vishnu smiles and he agrees. And that's how he agrees to come down as Lord Jagannath. And due to that promise given to Mother Parvati, Jagannath's prasad is distributed without any rules and regulations. It's given to everybody. When this promise was given, Lord Parvati said, I want Lord Shiva to be punished because he didn't give me. So Vishnu said, okay, I'll take care of that. He said, because Mother Parvati invoked the mercy for everybody, she will be close to me. But because Lord Vishnu didn't give her, he will be far away. So you find in Jagannath, Vishnu comes as Jagannath, Mother Parvati comes as Bimla Devi. And the temple of Bimla Devi is in the inner courtyard of Jagannath's temple. While the temple of Vishwanath, that is Lord Shiva, is in the outer circle. So it's like Vishnu has kept Bimla Devi closer and Lord Shiva farther away. So the prasad of Jagannath first goes to Bimla Devi. That's Parvati. And she partakes and then it's given out. So in Jagannath Puri, they call the prasad not just prasad, but Mahaprasad. Because it's prasad of Jagannath, which goes to Bimla Devi, Parvati, and then it becomes Maha, and then it's distributed out like that.